Kane is in the building.
Pete Terrier here, standing at Manchester West High School for practice with the East team in the 2016 Chad East-West New Hampshire High School All-Star Game. We got some of the guys that are going to be out there on Saturday night representing East, hoping to make it 2 in a row for the East All-Stars. We'll start down there. We got Jason Hughes from Timberlane. We got Nate Grunbeck from St. Thomas. Big guy Hunter Long from Exeter. And down on the right, Christian Serrano from Winnisquam. And I'll start with you, Jason. It was nice following your senior season this year, kind of bringing Timberlane back from, I don't want to say irrelevancy, but you guys had your best season in a long time. That must have been feeling pretty good for you being your senior year.
Yeah, it was pretty good. 2 years we were 1-9, and then last year before this year was 4-5. So it was a good turnaround with 7-2, and just a great group of guys to play with. So
you're going to be one of the guys that's going to be called on to play quarterback. You're a jack of all trades. I mean, you're going to be playing quarterback. I'm sure you'll be doing some kicking. You're a very, very good kicker, both place kicking and punting. I know Christian Serrano played quarterback this year for Winnisquam. Can you talk about your role on this team? And I know it's been only a few days of practice, but can you talk about how you see things playing out on Saturday night?
Just got to trust everyone. It's coming together. A lot of us haven't played together on offense, and just a great group of guys with great talent. And I think if we really connect, we're going to do some good things on Saturday.
One guy that I think you can connect with is Nate Grunbeck from St. Thomas over here. He's another kid that can do a lot of different things, can run the football. He's a good receiver, good return guy as well. When you got the nod to play in this game and represent St. Thomas in Division II, what were some of the things that were going through your mind? Because I know that you've had other players that played with you in years past come and play in this game.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was so honored just to be a part of the game, not just to play with all the other kids across the other 3 divisions in New Hampshire, but for what the game stands for with helping the Chad families. So it was just a big honor, and I was really glad to be a part of it this year.
And it's always always nice that the last high school football game you played in, you came out victorious. Now, going into the game, I don't think anybody would have said there'd be 16 total points scored in that game, 10-6. You beat Wyndham, getting a little revenge from the loss the year before. But talk about what that was like, winning that night at UNH and going out a champion in your high school career.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was sort of the icing on the cake. It's sort of what every kid dreams about, winning a state championship your senior year. Yeah, it wasn't like typical St. Thomas type game, but it was just a blast to be a part of, and it's one of those great memories that I'll have from high school.
All right, Hunter, I don't want to bring up a bad memory, but you were on the wrong end of it against my Goffstown Grizzlies. They beat you pretty good in the Division I championship game, but obviously a great year for Exeter being in that championship game. Just the tradition of Exeter football just keeps going.
Definitely. 2 years prior to that, we lost in the semis, so it was definitely great to get back to the championship game. Even though we lost, it was a great night, but definitely left a bad taste in our mouth, and we're looking to get some revenge on Saturday.
And last time I saw you, you weren't quite so big. Looks like you put on some muscle and some weight there. You've been working out hard. I know you've been making the tours and talking to schools. Hopefully some Division I offers have come your way. You haven't made your decision? I see you're wearing a Yukon shirt. Does that mean you're going to be a Husky?
No, I was at the camp yesterday, but I don't know. I'm just focused on this game. Love to be out here with the guys. Another high school game. Just focused on Saturday.
All right, Chris, Division III kid. You know, obviously playing against some real talent here. Not that there wasn't talent in Division III, there certainly was, and we're going to see a lot of that on display on both sides this weekend. But what does it mean to you to get a chance to kind of showcase what you can do? Because you're a kid that has some skills. You know, you played quarterback last year, outstanding running back the year before and before that. How do you see your role, and is it really a challenge to you to show that us D3 kids can play too?
It's a lot different. I'm glad I got the opportunity to come here. It was between this and Shrine. I wanted to come here to play with some of the best players in New Hampshire. It's definitely big. I want to show everybody that I can actually play with Division I, Division II kids, because Division III kind of gets not shunned, but we don't get much attention down there. So it's a lot harder to get out there, get your name out there, and show people what you're really made of.
We give you the coverage on nhsportspage.com. I'm glad to have a chance to see you. How about what you're playing for, the cause here, Children's Hospital at Dartmouth? I know you guys all had a chance to go out there and visit the kids and visit the facility. What does it mean to you knowing that you're helping out a good cause?
It's big. It's big. It's nice to know that you can help out all these families just by playing another high school football game. I mean, it's more than that. We're showing everybody that we're doing this for a good cause. Football goes a long way in this state.
All right, thanks to Christian Serrano from Winnisquam, Hunter Long from Exeter, Nate Grumbeck from St. Thomas, and Jason Hughes from Timberlane. This is Team East here at Manchester West High School getting ready for the Chad game on Saturday. We're here with Coach Craig Cousins of Team East in the Chad East West New Hampshire High School All-Star Football game. And Coach, your second year in a row, you got the victory, the first one last year in the 4-year history prior to this year, as your team beat Team West, who had won the first 3. Is that what made you come back, the victory, or I'm sure it was more the cause of helping the kids at Children's Hospital at Dartmouth?
Definitely the cause. One of our coaches on our staff, Kevin Hebert, defensive coordinator, he had a child born a month after the game last year and had to spend a lot of time at the Chad Hospital himself, so kind of motivated the staff to come back. We had such a good time together, and obviously we knew if we're going to help families like Kevin that close to home, it was definitely worth doing it again.
Now, they went over the $1 million mark in money raised, and I know they're well on their way to their second million. I checked the ticker today on the Chad website, and it was over $200,000 already. When you guys go about selecting this team, and I know the process starts during the regular football season when you're coaching your Laconia Sachems, what are some of the things that you look for in a player? A player, obviously you want talent, but I think the personality behind that player is important too.
As a staff, we're big into character. We do our homework. We talk to coaches within the conferences. We talk to the coaches of the players, and we really want to pick kids that can fit into the systems that we want to run, and be, most importantly, of high character, because we're trying to teach 18-year-old boys about philanthropy as much as we are about football. So.
Let's talk a little bit about the blend. You're a Division II coach. You've got kids from Division I, kids from Division II, a bunch of kids from your team, Laconia, and you got some D3 kids as well. How do you kind of mold all that together? Because some of these kids are playing against, real talented competition for the first time in their careers.
It's a big step up for the Division III kids. If you watch the championships Saturday, usually you see the Division III game is smaller schools, is a slower game, and Division II starts to get a little quicker, and Division I is usually very fast. And the best of the best are here. There's only a handful of Division III kids, a few more of the Division II kids, and primarily Division I kids. So overall, it's the cream of the crop. And one side, you don't want to punish a kid who's in Division III if they're that good and they get a chance to play in a game like this. This is the marquee game. This is the best of the best, and gives everyone a great chance. But talent for talent, everyone's the same when they walk out of that locker room.
And the first few days of practice, how has that gone? You're installing stuff, maybe doing a little hitting. Do you kind of back off that as the course of the week goes on?
Yeah, we had a big hit yesterday. We spent a 15-minute session going at it, and then we did all of our team session, first 15 plays or so live, and then we shut it down towards the back half of practice, and then pretty much contact's done at this point. We came out of the contact healthy, so going in the game, we want these kids to get their fresh legs back. We only have a week to get them ready. It's all mental now from here on out, and then we'll get a couple of days to clean it up before we go.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate the time out here at practice today. Look forward to seeing the game on Saturday night. Once again, Craig Cousins, Laconia head coach of Team East. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.